Yeah, Jess, what's wrong?
I'm so bored.
Well, I got a new app.
I don't want to play an app. I want to play a family game.
But it's a family app. It's called Improvalize.
I'm interested. How do you play?
After the splash screen, you enter the player names. The game currently accepts between 3 and 6 players. The more, the merrier. It doesn't matter what order you enter people, performers are always selected at random. One person is selected as the weirdo, and another the straight man. The weirdo pushes the spin button to see what makes him weird. The game will choose a random profession and personality quirk for him to act out in a skit with the straight man. Ah, Wilma gets to play a pit crew member who is a neat freak. That should be funny. She and Fred now translate this however they want in their skit planning session. Fred could be the race car driver, the pit crew chief, a motorsports supply vendor, or her husband at dinner. Whatever might be funny. A timer at the bottom of the screen shows how much time is left for the weirdo and straight man to privately plan their skit. Touch the timer if planning is done early. It's showtime! Wilma and Fred perform for the other players. If the skit isn't going anywhere or is heading in the wrong direction, they can always push the try again button to get a different profession and quirk. When time is up, the audience gets to rate the skit. Pass the device to the person listed on the screen, slide your rating, and click Next. Then pass it to the next person. If there aren't enough players, the performers themselves get to rate their skit. Yay! Wilma and Fred scored an 8.5. That's very good. But I would expect that with such a hilarious profession and quirk combo. Other performers might have more of a challenge on their hands. Click the gear to visit the options screen. Here you can choose the packages from which your professions and quirks come. Basic has a generous list of fairly generic professions and crazy quirks. Enhanced adds hundreds of more specific professions. For example, instead of just doctor available in the basic package, you also get radiologist, pediatrician, optometrist, trauma surgeon, and coroner, just to name a few. Plus, there are many more professions unrelated to any of the basic categories. Wilder quirks are included too. Kids is a subset of enhanced that kids will relate to. Instead of just teacher, you get shop teacher, kindergarten teacher, art teacher, for example. All of the basic professions are applicable to kids. Difficult is a set of professions that would be hard to make funny in a skit. Choose difficult if you want a real challenge. There are 2 sliders which allow you to alter how much time you get to both prepare your skit and to perform it. Adjust as necessary. That's the game in a nutshell. I hope you're convinced that it looks like fun. Get your friends lined up to play and sign up to be a beta tester below.
Hey, that looks like fun. Now let's stop talking and let's start improvising. You're an insomniac airline pilot.